What is up, guys? It's Sky, and today it's a video for all you pilots out there. And it's me jumping on a game of Walker Assault on Outpost Beta. Went 15-1, pretty much survived the TIE Fighter through all three phases. Pretty much dominated the rebels. And I actually don't play a lot of Walker Assault anymore, because for a lot of reasons. First off, I like to experience the entire game, try out the other modes like Droid Run and Heroes versus Villains. And secondly, because, I just want to give you young guys out there a chance. And whenever I jump on Walker Assault, I just want to ground pound and leave the flying to everyone else, but I'm always tempted to pick up that token, and this is one of those games where I couldn't avoid that temptation. So I'm making this video to really talk about some of the things that have changed in my flying. I know some of you guys have been watching my videos since I started the channel, and I look at my old videos and cringe, because I think that I was such a terrible pilot back then. So I'm going to break down some of this footage and show you some of the differences, and maybe you can apply some of these techniques to your game. So the first thing you notice is that I don't really sit in the rebel spawn anymore, and that's something that I've gotten into a lot of arguments about. And I always felt like you kind of had to do it as the Imperials because you have such a huge disadvantage. But, people want out, so I don't do it anymore. But I figure I'm good enough to be able to get it on strafing runs and watch the rebel spawn at the same time. And on this clip, it's good that I have a wingman in the air with me, because it's tough, because a second X-Wing spawns in, and 2v1 in a TIE Fighter is never a fun time. Now, the biggest difference you'll note with my flying nowadays is that I don't loop randomly anymore. I used to go into a lot of random loops, but lately I pretty much know exactly where you are, and I'm using information like the mini-map and sound on my headphones and where I saw you pass me in a head-on to make those decisions. So basically, my kill shots are a lot faster now. I'm going to kill you more quickly. Like right here, I just saw that guy pass me, and I know that he's below me. So I find him, easily keep track of him, and my teammate gets in on the kill, and I immediately go in for strafing runs. And that's something I do nowadays as the Imperials. And another thing that's interesting to note is that back in the February patch, or maybe it was the January patch, and they increased the respawn on fighters. I don't remember the exact amount of time, but basically what happened is that you don't see a lot of 3v1s anymore. They'll be a lot more spread out, so you won't have to worry as much about someone spawning in and killing you from behind while you're engaged with one of their teammates. And that's a plus. And here I get in on some strafing runs. And let's cut to some A-Wing dogfights, because they're always fun. And you'll notice that I sit off on the opposite side of the map. The X-Wing cinematic shows a view of the right side, and the A-Wing cinematic shows a view of the left. So it can be tactically advantageous if you sit behind that mountain on Outpost Beta. And it makes it a little bit tougher to strafe that outdoor uplink. But, it definitely helps your survivability, and you can still try to get in some shots on the uplink and watch for those A-Wing spawns, which is crucial. And you see me tailing this guy, and I said in my other video, tailing A-Wings piece of cake because they can't maneuver worth anything. And I'll actually skip to the last A-Wing dogfight in the game, and this one put up a little more of a fight. And ever since that March patch, the A-Wings have been a little tougher to kill, especially if they jam on their thrusters and just loop all day. But this guy is making a mistake that a lot of pilots make, and he's not reacting to me. He's just kind of in a canned vertical loop, and I'm just cutting it at will. And he's got to turn toward me, put up his shields, turn toward me, and turn out of view, but he just makes it too easy for me to kill him. And you'll see from the video that air superiority is a huge deal in Walker Assault. Ever since February, I don't even know, I can't keep track of all these patches, they've been increasing the health on the walkers. And basically what that means is you gotta have your fighters in. The rebels have to have their fighters in the air doing damage to the walkers, because in this game they called in they called in enough Y-wings to win the game, but they couldn't get their fighters in the air, and they lost. So if you're watching this video and you're one of those people that pretty much doesn't get in the fighters and can't be bothered to learn how to fly, then maybe you want to give it a shot. I'll try to make some videos. I'll try to make a lot of videos in the coming weeks. I'm going to try to step on our production so I can post more videos, and I'll be doing more breakdowns. The next video I'm going to do is a A-wing breakdown where I pilot an A-wing against some spawn campers, and I went a 2v1 against some Imperial spawn campers and take no damage, so stay tuned for that. And I also have a comparison video of sorts of all 4 ships in the game, and I'll be kind of breaking down the differences and giving you some tips on how to be successful with each of them in different matchups. So hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.